far for Fantasy, while doing some damage to the military of Hogil, have not done a lot of damage to the economy, have not done a lot of damage to the tech, have not done much of anything. And, well, these spider mines might do a little bit of a damage, but, he hasn't been able to really go on the offensive too much here, and I think that's going to be a real problem for him if you let the Zerg player continue to just keep building up and everything. And some good plague going down there on both of the science vessels, or two of the science vessels. One of them goes down, the other one is prime and ready to go down. If that Scourge can get in there, no, it does not get in there. And a solid swarm there for his, another plague for Hogil, and all those Marines are now plagued, that entire force. And those tanks actually are not defended by anything. A squad of Zerglings could go take that down, those 3 tanks down, pretty easily. And I hope that Hogil goes and does that and punishes Fantasy for leaving those tanks undefended. And Vulture coming in here to try and take out the Defilers, but they're going to be taken down by Lurkers, and he does successfully defend his Defilers. And that is the key right now, is how many Defilers, how much energy can Hogil mass up, because if he can mass up a lot of swarms, obviously Fantasy will just be in such a bad position, because the Terran army just does not deal with swarm very well at all. Fantasy did build a command center and is floating it up to that 1 o'clock base, and he's going to go for it. And there's another fight in the middle here, and swarm's going down, so that will stop Fantasy's attack again. But Hogil not also doing a lot of damage here, but I think if they both just survive here, I think Hogil does have the advantage. He's throwing down some sunken colonies in the top left to try and hold that position. He's going to use the Nidus Canal, I'm sure, to get Defilers up there. And I'm not sure how Fantasy's going to deal with this. In order to deal with all of that, he's going to need to get some tanks, some more science vessels. He definitely needs more of a science vessel cloud. He's only got a few now, and 2 more science vessels going down. That might be the only science vessel there that he has, and it's down to like 20 HP or something. Certainly would go down to 1 Scourge, and it is going to go down, so I don't know where any... Okay, there's 1 science vessel for Fantasy still out, and that is just not enough if you're going to go for this SK Terran build, where you need a lot of... need to build up a cloud. And these SCVs are all going down during the transfer. That is so many SCVs that go down. Some of them are going to make it, but they are going to be so low in life that 1 Lurker drop back there is just going to kill it with 1 set of spines. And that's going to be very, very dangerous for Fantasy's mineral line here at his 4th. I think he is mined out at his main, and that's what most of those units were. And here come the Zerglings, but all those SCVs are going to go down to 1 hit each. And they're going to try and run away here. I don't know if there's any Lurkers waiting for them. No, there aren't any Lurkers actually waiting for them now. The Lurkers were moved away. 2 dropships coming into the top left, and they're going with a force of Medic and Marines. And Hogil is responding with Ultralist, and I think a Defiler also was being prepared to move through that Nidus Canal. But I think Fantasy just picked up some of his dropship. Oh, wow, another dropship going down to Scourge. This is great Scourge play by Hogil. Absolutely destroying dropships and science vessels at every turn. And I think this could end up being the doom, the demise of Fantasy. I don't know if Hogil can keep this up for a little while longer and continue to take down all of these dropships and things. I think he will be very much be able to take this game down. He's already restricted Fantasy to his base, his main 3, and not allowing him to expand out. And he's got a good number of Scourge, and he's been doing very well with them. And I think he'd go in again and get these science vessels again. Another science vessel goes down, 2 more are at risk. Another one goes down, 3 more go down. The whole 3 of those go down. Wow. That is really bad for him, and he's throwing down some swarms, and he's going to try and get to these tanks here. Yeah, he is going to get to the tanks with the Ultralists and things, and those tanks are all going to go down unless they get moved away, and I don't think they are going to get moved away. A great plague going down on those Marines. The Marines now running away, trying to deal with these Ultralists, but the Ultralists are doing so much damage, and just not enough Irradiate, not enough Science Vessels, not enough Irradiate. You need to get an Irradiate on pretty much half or more of the Ultralists in order to give your army a chance, and he's just unable to do it. He's going for a drop here at the top left, and he did kill some drones there, but that's just not enough. He needs to get more of a base kill. He can't just do economic harass anymore. He's so far behind now. And he's going to lose this top right base again at the 1 o'clock position from Lurkers and Ultras moving into the position. And yeah, I think Fantasy is just about done. He's already mined out at his main. His natural has to be pretty darn low at this point. And Hogil, I believe, is still mining off of 5 bases and probably setting up 6 there at the natural expansion of the top left main. The Marines are still there on the ridge of the top left, but I don't know if Hogil even cares. Oh my god, Scourge coming in again, and Fantasy just losing those science vessels. You'd think he'd learn at some point and not send his science vessels out just marauding and needs to keep them with his Marines, but he keeps going for it and they keep going down. Hogil is very happy to have science vessels marauding around when he's got this many Scourge out. That is 3 Nidus Canals at the natural expansion there. That's pretty sweet. Physics Lab has gone down for Fantasy, so he's going to pull out some battle cruisers. I don't know if they're going to come out in time. A good plague and another science vessel. Oh, okay, that science vessel did just barely stay alive. And if Fantasy can get another swarm or two here, he will be able to do a lot of damage again to Fantasy's army. He's moving in with more Ultralisk and Lings, Ultra Ling combo here. And I think Fantasy will be able to fight this back just barely, but he's not going to be very happy about it afterwards. He's not going to be in very good shape. And another dropship is going to go down discouraged. No way is that thing going to survive. I can't see it possibly surviving. And yeah, there it goes down. He drops down a couple of the Marines, but there's already a swarm on them, and it's not going to matter. It's going to clean up very well. I think those Marines on the raids at the top left have been cleaned up. It looks like Zerglings were moved into that position. Fantasy scanning around, sees that, yeah, he sees that Hogil has half of the map, and GG's. And Hogil with some great Scourge play. I think that was the main part there, was the Scourge taking down dropships at every turn, taking down science vessels everywhere, and Hogil takes this down. Absolutely, oh, wow, that was a big time win against Fantasy. Very, very impressive by Hogil. And that will do some work in terms of trying to even up this match. It is now 2-1 SKT1 over Hite Sparkyz after that win by Hogil. We'll be moving on to set 4 for a PvP between Harang 2 and Best. I will see you there.